Today? Today is Super Bowl day. So after class, you can go watch a Super Bowl. I'm probably going to be working on somebody. Maybe we'll work on somebody and I'll have the Super Bowl in the background. But I don't think any of us care today. Okay, bring your hands up. What is today? Is that the 11th? Something like that, right? 11th or 12th? February 12th. Okay, February 12th. Oh, and then I started, like I said, I started my Tuesday evening class. So if you know anybody who wants in-person Tuesday evening, and that one is, looks like we're going to do more standing in that class. And that's from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Catholic Charities Hawaii at the top of Keamoku Street. Okay, relax the spine, relax the hip. Take a nice deep breath, put your mind way up in the sky. Feel yourself stretching the spine and the waist, and the arms are relaxed. And the palms are guiding that energy down through your body into the floor. Make sure your legs are extended and the feet are resting on the floor. And the legs are gently falling and pressing lightly into the earth. And see if you can feel that change of pressure as your palms come down through the body, right? Through the hips, through the bones. And breathe in from the earth and pull the chi up through the bottom of your feet. Breathing in gently. Open the heart, smile. Make all the joints and muscles light. Just feel like a ball that's gently expanding, like a bubble that's gently expanding. Breathing in and using your intent, just using your imagination. Then come up from the side. Look over the palms, not too high, just height of shoulders, no higher than the shoulders. Breathing in and out. You can feel like you're winding up. Breathing in and extending just the fingertips. And out. One more time. Look far away at the horizon. Scan the horizon. Send the chi far out through your eyes. Let it wash your eyes. And scooping down. Nice deep breath. Sink it into your lower belly and squeeze and exhale. Squeeze all the air out of your body. And slowly let go. Squeeze it through the bones. Twisting, squeeze all the chi and blood through your bones. And twist and wrap the ligaments and tendons. And slowly let go. Let everything fall back into place. Let everything relax. Look straight ahead. Relax the hips. Tuck the tailbone in a little bit, even in the chair. And turn the palms and start the first warm-up. Feel yourself reaching a little. And then relaxing. And tilt the sternum up. Look straight ahead. Feel the inside of the shoulder joints. Let everything go. Let everything go. It's still flowing to the next movement. You let all the tension go, but don't stop. Just let it finish and then flow right into the next repetition, the next movement. Breathing in and out. Just a short press with the palms. Relax the neck and let it pull on the spine. Open up the neck. Warming up the neck. And down. Okay, number 2. One hand up, one hand down. Send them out first and then fold. Relax the bottom hand. Top hand height of the face. Breathing in. Just turn the head as much as you comfortably can and finish the move. And then wash the forearm. Breathing in. And out. Oh, what happened to Roy? Breathing in. And out. And in and looking far away. Remember, upper hand is height of the face. Second finger, second line, eye level. And last time. Opening the palm and stretching the fingers a little bit. Come back to the throat. Right. Remember, throat is nice and open, no restrictions. And down. Check that your legs are still extending away from the body and your hips are relaxed and the throat is open. Okay, fold at the elbows and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Squeeze, 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 and then pull them up and turn and forward. Oh, I can feel that tension in my shoulders. And all the way down. And then come forward when you're done. Turn the palms. Make sure the palms are gently rotating throughout the whole movement. The arms hanging just straight down. And just pulling and squeezing and manipulating only the shoulder blades. Think of the inside lower corner of each shoulder blade. Oh, one more time. I can feel the tension in my collarbone when I come up from this move. Relax and then do one side. Let the waist turn, let the body turn. Keep the body nice and upright so it rotates right around the spine. And come forward when you're done, 3 times. 3 or more times, or whatever's comfortable. Oh no, ads.
What happened?
No, it has ads to my music. Okay, gently let it go and do the other side. And look straight ahead. Imagine you scanning the horizon and listening to what's going on under the shoulder blade. The other arm is just hanging straight down. And then come forward when you're ready. I don't know if you can tell with this weather, everything feels a little bit tighter and stiffer in the mornings. All the way down, relax when you finish, and back to front, and then front to back, 2 sides. All the way down, and relax. Okay, loose circles, just shake those muscles out. Shake the shoulder out, the shoulder blade. Yeah. And feel the weight of your arm falling. And then slow it down. And then put it back together. Coordinate with your breathing. And out. Make your arms and shoulders light. Feel the legs extending and stretching out from the hip, sinking into the earth. Height of the palm is height of the face. And then slowly add that turn of the waist. It can be a small or large turn, but turn the waist. You start moving every joint of your body with the movement. It can be slow turns of your waist or fast turns of your waist. Yes?
Something stabbing here.
Okay. Yeah, breathe. Breathe. Nice deep breath. Breathe from way above through the top of your head, all the way down below your belly. And then exhale. One more time. Breathe in. And then slowly let everything fall. Sit nice and straight and relax. Hold the ball. And separate the arms. One up, one down. Feel the shoulder blades connect and stretch. And imagine the spine slowly opening and stretching and separating. Relax the hip, relax the joints. Right? Sung the joints. Relax the joints while you're stretching. Feel the legs falling and sinking and gently pressing into the earth. But the bottom of the foot is relaxed. The lower hand, just let the wrist, relax the wrist. Drop the shoulders and take a deep breath and expand. And exhale when you're ready. Right? Make sure you're washing from the elbow through the forearms. See if you can feel the warmth of the palm washing through the forearms. You stretch the other way. Loosen and round the shoulder blades. Right? Bottom hand is, the wrist is open. Right? Don't need to bend the wrist. When you bend the wrist, you have to make sure that you're not tensing the shoulders and the joints. Bending the wrist will just create that little tension through the pericardium and the triple burner. But it still has to be relaxed. You feel the shoulder blades connect and feel the spine stretching and opening. Feel it pulling through the waist, through the hips. And let the shoulder blades sink. Take a deep breath and expand. And relax when you're ready. Straight down. Breathing in where the palms pass each other. Breathe in. Right, go at your pace. Make sure you finish the breath. Come and sit down. Just stretching the fingertips. Get that full expansion through the whole body. And then relax. When you relax, the legs are still extending. And when you're stretching, you still sung the joints. You still relax the joints. Just imagine them pulling and stretching and opening up. But you actually have to relax while you're stretching. Turn the palm back. Turn the waist. Wash the outside. Lift and fall. Real small spiral towards the upper elbow. Palms facing away from you. Relax the shoulders. And turn. And to turn the waist. And turn. And turn. Relax the shoulders. Let the head turn. And then turn. Turn and turn. Breathe in and exhale while you're turning. And then inhale and exhale. And then inhale on the wind up and exhale on the release. Then inhale as the palms pass and winding up and let it go. And wind up and inhale, and one more time. Turn, turn, and turn. And then come back to the heart. Remember, Remember to visualize that little sun in the chest, warm and cool, putting out energy, connected to the sun in the sky, smiling, that feeling of smiling, relaxing, letting everything go. And turn the palms up and down, and gently turn towards the upper elbow. Drop the shoulders. A little gentler, and a little gentler turning than the last exercise, the last warm-up. Breathe in as you turn and release. And then breathe in. Let the palms turn and coil and let go. One more time. And come back to the solar plex when you're done. Tilt the sternum up. Think far away. Smiling. Relax all the facial muscles. Do a third time. Sink everything down. Palms out and down. And press both legs down, sink into one hip so one leg can free itself so it can come back while pressing the other leg. Relax the upper body and then shift, press that leg and sink into the hip and come back. Right? So just use every opportunity to practice that move. Okay? Legs resting while you start drawing the chi up. Expand the lower belly, open the throat. Open the throat as you exhale. And let all the tension go. Finish the move. And down, guiding the palm down. Legs resting, hips relaxed. No intent to press into the earth, no intent to lift. Just the hands pulling the chi up and down, pumping up and down. Okay, relax. Press both legs down and then sink into one hip. And when the other leg releases, then we begin. Breathing in and stepping forward. And then pressing, releasing the back leg so it can come up and down. Only as high as you can relax the upper body. Finish the move and then breathe in. Sternum up, top of the head suspended. Whatever leg is touching down is pressing and sinking into the hip joint. Pick the knee up as high as you can without stressing the upper body. Just take your time and feel what the legs are doing. Relax. Remember to sink into that hip joint so the other leg just floats. And we take the pressure off the knees. Sink into the hip joint will allow us to find your center of balance. And picking up the knees high and relaxing the upper body will help us with our walking so we don't shuffle. It'll help us not to trip over things. I trip over things every day because I rush. Right, so this is the time to remember, take your time and train that leg to pick up. And let the other leg sink into the earth. Okay, bring the leg back and hold the ball. Bring it down just below your belly button. Do one open and close, sternum up. Legs relaxing. Drop one knee to the side, turn your waist the opposite, slide your hands straight forward like sliding against a wall and turn your waist while you inhale. And then let it go, exhale, do the other side, drop the other knee, turn the waist and slide while breathing in, turn, 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 and come back, exhale. Breathe in, turn the waist, turn, 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 and reach straight ahead. And other side. take a step to help open up the hip a little bit more. Bring it back, take a step. You can take a bigger step to the side, drop the knee down, relax. Only what's comfortable. And if you want, you can slide the leg back a little bit. That will really open up the hip just as much as standing. If you make these larger movements, then shorten them. And make them shorter again before you finish. And then come back just where you're just dropping the knee. So finish with the small movement if you do the large. Okay, one open and close. Rest your hands right on your hip. Make sure when you rest your hand on your hip, make sure your wrist is loose, right? Don't lock your wrist up. So just behind the wrist. Okay, and loose fist. Okay, press one leg or press both legs into the earth and then shift into one leg and one hip. And when the other leg releases, then we begin. Opposite hand and knee and heel. And then press the knee down to stretch the back of the knee. Stretch the back of the leg and then lift. The other leg is sinking into the earth the whole time. And switch, sink into the hip. Bottom of the foot is all the way down. The foot is pressing, sinking to the hip, but the bottom of the foot is relaxed. Make sure you press the knee down and then pump the toe and stretch from the hip and then lift. Keep the head up. Listen to the standing foot. Keep that leg sinking into the earth when you lift the knee up and relax. And relax the bottom of the foot. Don't let it pull up. That standing leg has to be sinking into the earth. Pressing into the earth, pressing into that hip joint. And turning the waist, slowly adding a little bit more movement. Heel and then pump the foot and turn and extend and then lift. One last time. Pick the knee up as high as you comfortably can. And then slowly come back to center. Relax. Hold the ball at the heart. Do all those things. When we hold the hands at the heart, right? Sun in the chest, warm and cool. Smiling into the heart. Projecting that smile out from the heart. Holding that nice, warm little glowing ball between your palms. Switching, the standing leg is gently pressing into the earth, sinking into the hip joint. The bottom of the foot is sinking but relaxed. Relax the shoulders, top of shoulders, the shoulder blades. Do one more time and then switch, doing the small toe and big toe. Right, 45 and then small toe up. And turn. Yeah, other foot is relaxed. And don't let the other foot tense. Just feel it sinking into the hip joint, right into that hip joint. And then switch. And so press the foot down and then sink right into that hip joint and just relax and think of inside of that hip joint the whole time. And feel the bottom of the foot gently pressing but relaxed. Okay, come back to center, relax. And draw the heels up. Just drag the foot up and stretch the toes, relax the upper body. Pull the heels up and stretch the toes. Stretch the feet down. Like this, pull it up, yeah. Try and get on your tippy toes, even in the chair, yeah. And feel the bottom of the feet stretching. And shake it out. If it cramps, just shake it out. And then do one more time. Do 2 or 3 times. It'll slowly start to release a lot of tension in the fascia. Okay. All right, loose pounding, shake it all out. Yeah, if you need to, you can stand up and shake it all out. Oh, let's do this stretch. Cross your leg. Yeah. And then, so if your right leg is crossed, your right hand goes on the same side. And right over here, we'll just hook we'll sit right into the side of the knee, and the other hand comes across, and then you're going to pull straight across your body. Yeah, don't pull back, don't put angle, just gently pull straight across. And let the piriformis, right over here, open up a little bit. Yeah? So relax this arm and just gently pull. Yeah, sit nice and straight. Yeah. So this is to help open up that hip joint, the piriformis joint, right, where the leg meets the hip, the iliac. Okay, and then you do the other side, same thing. If you can, just cross it. Right, this hand just rests here, and gently pull straight across, perpendicular to your body, and then you're going to feel right inside of here opening up. I haven't done this one for a while. These kind of stretches will just help to release, at least temporarily, so they're nice little stretches throughout the day. And you'll see people lying on the floor and dropping the leg all the way over. And you can do those kinds of things too, but these are just simple stresses to just kind of release. And if you want the backs, right, so that's for inside here. If you want the back, that's when you cross the arm, and that's when you grab the chair and turn and twist, right? And that's more for the hip and the waist and the lower back. So you get a little stretching in the piriformis, but not quite as much as the previous one. Right? This one isolates more of the back. Try. Come across, yes, so straight, straight, and then twist your body that way, right? Yeah, there. Okay, so usually you want to do several repetitions, 2 or 3, and the first one doesn't quite loosen it up, do another one, and yeah. And they're nice little breaks throughout the day to do things like that. Okay. All right, bring the hands up, extend the legs, right? Walk legs back, walk them back gently. Feel the lumbar stretching. Slowly expand the spine. Let the legs fall into the earth and take a deep breath. It's like you're gathering the sunlight and pouring it down the top of your head through the body. Just lighting up the whole body and washing and flushing everything out. One more time, breathing in. You're just grabbing the sun and the sunlight and gently bringing that sunlight down through the top of your head. Right, and then you cultivate some of that chi into the dantian, the rest of it just washing the eyes, the mouth, right, the triple burner, all the organs, all the muscles, the bones, the nervous system, the lymphatic system, right, just washing everything out. And you gather that up, you hold that ball and you bring it down. Right, listen to your body. If If it's just general, just kind of wash your whole body out with that light. It's just like a sponge full of that energy from the sun. All right, if you feel one part of your body a little bit off, you can just kind of hold it and just slowly wash that part. Right? It might be the liver or the stomach or the spleen or the lymph nodes, might be the intestines. Right? You might need it at the heart, and it's gentle and warm, and might be the lungs. Right? You might have to bring it and just rest it and sink it into the kidneys and the lower back. Right? You might want to take it and just wash different parts of your body. Just imagine this beautiful glowing ball of energy that you gathered up from the sun, just washing through the whole body. It's never too intense, it's really subtle. You're just imagining, right, that you're taking that energy and cleaning out your body from there. And then when you're done, just do a gathering and let everything go and just smile. Yeah. Just let it all go. Close your eyes, extend your legs, no intent to press, no intent to be suspended from above. Just floating like a perfect bubble, wuji, right? Nothingness. Trying to calm down and be as quiet as you can. Just have one thought, one intent. Relax the throat, relax it. Relax the stomach area, the belly, so the air just flows down and relaxes. Relax the hips while the body and spine is straight. The head tucked back a little bit. The chin down a little bit. Drop any tension in your shoulders and just breathe for a little while. Wuji. Any distractions, you need to acknowledge the distraction, then let it go, and then bring yourself back to wuji. Slowly opening the eyes, slowly start suspending your head from above. Eyes looking way out to the mountaintop. Relax the chest, relax the breathing. Legs pressing into the earth, but the bottom of the feet is relaxed. Take a deep breath and let it all out. Take a second deep breath, let it all out. Take a third deep breath and then let it all out. Breathe normally. Okay, commencement. As you breathe in, pick up your arms, gathering up that ball of chi in the palms, smiling from the heart, glowing from the heart. Introduce the chi to your heart and roll that ball of chi out, slowly waking it up, and introduce it to the rest of your body, all the other organs. One, open and close. Eyes looking far away. Single whip, turn to your right and press at the same time. And just past halfway, start opening. Raise your palms, height of the face. Keep on turning, the right hand drops, sorry. One sao. Try to turn 45 degrees. Right? You have to loosen up the joints, sung all the joints, so you can turn the body. Gently stretch and make the palms and fingers, make them large. Make your hand nice and large. Stretch the fingertips. Come back to center. Turn a little bit to the left as you spiral back, right into an open and close. And then repeat on the left side. Turn and press at the same time, and then open. Raise the hands the height of the face, and keep on turning while dropping the left hand from single to one sao. Eyes following the upper hand. And slowly learning to look in between the thumb and the forefinger, far away, scanning the horizon. Palms nice and large and expanded, but the joints relax. Sung the joints, relax the joints. Come back to center. Turn a little bit to the right as you spiral back in and move right into an open and close. Brushing the knee on the right side, turn and slide the right hand up. Feel the left palm cradling the elbow. Breathing in and then fingertip. Relax, exhale, and expand. Keep on turning while the palms drop to the center. Turn 45 to your right. The left hand slides up. Palms washing through the forearms. Cradle the ball on the left. And wash the forearms, shooting palms or parry and parry. Cover. Flip the hand over. Turn the waist. Turn, 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 turn. Breathe in and grab. Exhale and squeeze while the right hand comes forward and the left hand tucks to the body. Center. Rolling back. Large and gather. Compress at the lower dantian, then exhale and lift. Press double palms pushing. And draw the palms back to the heart. Bring everything back to center. Remember to smile. Remember to expand. And then repeat on the left side. Turn and slide the hand up while the right hand supports the arm. Fingertip. Exhale. Tap the center. And then lift, and then keep on turning, and then turn to your left. Left hand holding, supporting the elbow. Right here is hu pipa, playing the pipa. And then turn. This is the twist step. And then parry. The standing, this would be straight forward. When it's seated, I like to do the shooting palms, circular. Cover. Under the left hand, wrist on wrist, making a plus sign. Breathe in and start to grab. And as you exhale, squeeze the fist as the left surges forward. And then release. Reconnect the shoulders, everything in the center, rolling back, gathering, compressing, relax a little bit, and then exhale and lift the sternum. Double palms pushing mountain. Draw them back to the heart. One, open and close. Repeat on the left side. Brush the knee first, followed by leisurely tying the coat. Breathe in. Remember to tap the center and then drop the heel of the palm and lift the sternum and expand. Turn to your left. The right hand circles up. The body turns to the left. Palms turn to the center, the body turns flat to the front, wipe straight down, the waist turns to the left, lift, turn back to the right, drop the elbows, tuck the elbows in and push, body turns back to the left, and then big spiral to the right, over the tailbone, drop the shoulders and elbows, double palms, and then release, one open and close. Repeat on the right side. Turn and brush the knee, sliding, breathing in and out. Tap the center, then heel of palm and lift the sternum, expand. Fold into the right. Left hand circles up. Body turns to the right. Turn back to the front. Palms turn to the front. Drop the elbow and start wiping down to the belly button. Tuck the elbow down and lift. Turn the body to the right while you push the palm out and big spiral to the left over the tailbone. Lift the sternum. One, open and close. Fist under elbow. Turn to your right. Press and open and stop dropping your right hand. Turn your waist. Turn back to center. Bottom hand holds a fist. Drop your elbows and turn the body. Breathe in and exhale. Push the fist up and let it rise a little, and then open, release the tension, and then fold the right hand and keep on turning to the right. Left hand dropping, repulse monkey, brushing the knee. First of 3. Second time, keep on turning. Third time, keep on turning. Washing down the arm, relax and lift the sternum. Leisurely tying the coat, fold into the right, left hand circles up, turn the body, turn back to front, wiping down, turn the waist, turn, and turn. Big spiral. One, open and close. Bring everything back to center. Repeat on the left side. Turn and then open and drop the left hand and then turn the waist and turn back. Bottom hand holds a fist and keep on turning and tuck your elbows so you can do fist under elbow right in the center. Breathing in and exhale. Let it rise a little bit and then open and then repulse monkey left. First of 3 and brush the right knee. Lift the sternum. Keep on turning the palms. Keep on turning the waist. Breathe in and out. Number 3, continuous motion. Leisurely tying the coat. Turn back to the front, palms flat, wiping down, turn the waist to the left, and turn back to the front while you're rising, and turn the waist back to the left while you're extending, and big spiral. Open the palm. Loosen the hip, loosen the tailbone, sternum up, and then open and close. Closing, drop the shoulders and elbows, turn the palms, gently press both palms while breathing in and lifting the sternum. Slowly release the shoulders, letting the hands fall, the shoulders to the elbows, to the wrist, then the palms and the fingers. Feel the blood flowing into the palms. Press one leg into the earth, sink into that hip, so the other leg can step back. And then switch. Sink into the hip. Feel the front leg release. And down, press both feet heavy into the earth and gently let them go. Hands up, breathing in and out. Pick up the heels, breathe in and out. Okay, loosen everything up. Okay, is there any particular part where you would like to review or have questions on in the set? Any part? Pick a movement, pick a number. Can be from the opening or any part, anything you remember. Okay, let's do this. Let's really lightly, I'm going to run through it. get a little closer here. I'm gonna run through it. And then as we do it, just stop me. Just stop or open up your microphone, yeah? It just sounds, just to kind of, I know it's a lot, we run through the whole thing. It might have been the first move, and by the time we get to the third move, you've forgotten, right? So, right, the opening move was just picking up and bringing to the heart, right? And then rolling out and back and open and close. Okay, any question about that? No. Okay. So when you come here, right, come close to the body. So the inside of my wrist is actually touching my body. And as I'm coming up, you see how my palms start rotating upwards? So as I'm coming up, they're rotating upwards. This is bent, so I have this nice stretch going through here, and I have this nice stretch going through here, and letting the wrist sit. So it's a seated wrist, right? And I'm holding that seated wrist during that whole movement, right? And then there's a little bit of that expansion, like you're gonna go, that feeling of expressing yourself, like you're gonna expand, and then relax, and then lift the sternum, shoulder blade, and come back. Okay. So then let's see. So that's the first three moves. Then the next move is single whip. Right. So single whip, turning, turn and press 45 degrees. So turn and press, and same thing. You drop the wrist. You're dropping the wrist. You're trying to maintain this stretch. Right. And this would be full. When I come out here and I put my mind in my shoulder joint, I can feel just where it engages, and that's about where I'm going to stop. I don't want to go past there, just about here. So you calculate about halfway. So you hit about 50%, and just past 50%, you turn and open. And you listen to over here, you're going to feel it engage. Right over here, nothing happens, and just past 50, this starts, you can feel this muscle, oh, it can do something, and that's when you open. And when you open, raise the palms to the height of the face. So turn and open and raise the palms to the height of the face, right? And then as you, so right here is single whip, right? And as you're turning, the hand drops. So the hand is just moving up and down. If I don't turn, it just goes up and down. But you try to maintain this sitting wrist the whole time. Right? Keep that stretch. Stretch the outside. Stretch this line, the triple burners. Stretch the pericardium. Right? Let it pull. So it opens, height of the face, and then you turn. And then while you're moving, you turn, and see if you can turn 45 degrees. If you're not turning 45 degrees, you have to sink into the hip joint and relax the hip. Okay? The sternum is up. And then in the beginning, right, Qigong, it's you're training the E, the intent. So the E, the intent, the Qi follows the E, the blood follows the Qi. So the training is, in one saw, you look at the hand, right, and then you look at the other hand. So this is like 101. This is Qigong 101, E 101, right? So where you look, you're training the intent to go there, right? So as you start training the intent and you relax, the Qi wants to go there. As you relax, then the Qi can flow to there and the blood will flow, okay? So the first part, just look at the hand. Okay, the second part, you start looking more towards the finger, and then finally you start looking just on the inside in that space, in that L, right? You look right here, so that when you look over here, you could look right on the side, but if you end up looking in between, then I can stare at the horizon. Right? Then my hand no longer blocks my vision. Right? I'm actually looking straight forward, but I'm still following that upper hand, but I'm looking in between, and finally after a while, right, you don't even see the hand because you're looking straight ahead. Okay, and then the final test the final practice would be just close your eyes. And you can't see, you can't use vision, so it's just purely intent and imagination. And you're just flowing, and you can feel that flow to the top hand, and you can feel that flow to the top hand. Okay? So number one is just look at the back of the hand. Just look at the hand. Okay? And then number two, you start moving your vision, so you're looking in between the thumb and the forefinger. And then number three, you start looking straight ahead. And then number four, just close your eyes and just use that imagination, that feeling. Right? And just with the intent and the visualization, you can feel that flow come on. Okay? So one sao. Okay? And then when you finish, as you're coming back to center, turn a little bit while you're coming back. Right? So I'm doing here, and then I come back to center. My hands haven't finished yet. I'm turning a little bit while they're still drawing back. And when I come back to center, they're still coming back. So the hands are coming and circling and still coming back. So it's spiraling back. And because it's spiraling like this, right, as I come back into here, it'll just flow right into an open and close. You don't have to stop. When you're learning, yeah, sure. Right? Finish the move and then open and close. We think of it as a separate movement. But as you get used to it, come back. You still finish the move and relax, but then it just flows right into an open and close. Yeah. So yeah, find those spirals. Okay. And then let's see. Right, so open and close. That's number 6. Then number 7 is brush knee. Right? So brush knee. So many components, right? As we start adding movements, each movement starts having more and more components because the legs and the hips and such, and more turns. Right? Lift the sternum right here. Right here, lift the sternum as you're coming out. And again, inside the shoulder, halfway, nothing really goes on here. Just think of the shoulder, but just past halfway, you can engage that pectoralis muscle and lift the sternum and drop the palm. Right? So this finger, you aim straight for the center of your own chest, and it's right in front of the knee. Right? You don't pass the knee. Imagine you can feel right about here, and then you drop the heel of the palm, relax a little bit, and then lift the sternum. And as you lift the sternum, that's going to naturally bring the hand up. So because the hand is already traveling, it's going to travel and it's going to rise and it's going to lift a little bit and drop the shoulders. Right? So we want to be rounded, but you still have to let the shoulders and the elbows sink. Right? So it's 45. It comes to the center. You imagine you tapping the center of your chest and the heel of the palm drops. Lift the sternum, relax this arm. Let this arm sweep to the side. Yeah? Let this arm sweep to the side. It ends up outside of the knee. Right? Don't hold it up. Just let it down. And if you have a lot of tension, then just let the arm relax like this. That's fine too. Just let it relax, like just letting something go. Once you learn to relax here, then you can add the seated wrist back in. Right? But if the seated wrist is causing a lot of tension here, let it go first. And then slowly add it back in. Okay, so same thing, it's turning 45. The wrist drops, so fingertips. Turn, tap the center, lift the sternum, and then turn a little bit more. So when you finish the brush knee, you're not square to the front. You finish the brush knee, you're turned a little. Just a little bit. You can hide the movement. That's why there's so much misinterpretation when people try to analyze movements. Right? So if I wanted to hide application, I would just stop here. If I wanted to show a little bit more application, I would turn a little bit. If I wanted to show more, I would turn and sink and follow through. And they'd be like, why is he doing that? My teacher doesn't do that. My teacher says, stop. Don't worry about that, right? Go back and ask why. Say, I saw somebody doing it this way. Why would they do that? and you have to distill, are they giving you a good answer or kind of like, answer. Okay, so brush knee, and then let's see. So the brush knee turns into hu pipa. Hu pipa is holding the Chinese lute, right? So here, and then you keep on turning. So when you brush the knee, and then you drop this arm center, and this hand rises a little bit center, and you notice the back hand is always supporting the inside of the elbow. It's always cradling, right? So brush knee, and then turn while dropping the hands, and the hands come center, right? Holding here. This is not hu pipa yet. You have to turn the other way. Turn the other side. Now this is hu pipa. Okay? So brushing knee, and then this is kind of like a transition to hu pipa. In standing, this would be a twist step. Standing, this would come here. Standing would be straight forward and back, yeah. But in seated, I love replacing that with the shooting palm. Okay, so brush knee, transition, and then hu pipa. And then when you turn, just let this bottom hand scoop. So the hand is here, just turn and imagine that it's just scooping and guiding something to the side as you turn the waist. So the bond come. Yeah, bring your chair here and face me. Yeah, so face me, maybe this hand, right? So as I turn, this hand just guides her to the side, yeah? So it comes underneath. So it guides her to the side and comes underneath from here. Yeah, so this mouth is open. They call this like the mouth of the snake or something, or whatever animal that's open. And in the hu pipa, it just turns like you're catching something here and gently guiding to the side. Okay, and the arm is 45 degrees away from the body. The elbow is tucked in, right? The arm is out. So hu pipa, and then it turns, and then it ends up underneath the elbow from here, and you have to fold and relax. Right? Can't be overextended. You have to drop and fold and relax. And as you turn your waist, the arms just have to swivel back and forth. Right? So you turn, and it washes through the palm, and then washes down. And drop your shoulder while you're doing this, and let it fall into place, and turn your waist. So the turning will give that momentum of the shooting palm. And learn to vibrate and shake your fingertips. Teach your hands, teach your fingers, teach your body how to vibrate. And let that frequency come out. Yeah, let it shake out of your body. Yeah, from there. Okay, so let's see, we're here. So this would be the pari-pari in the normal set. And then 45 degrees, turning, and then you turn back, and this hand just flips over. Right? So when you flip it over, this hand is perpendicular to your body, right, from here. Right. Flips over, and then you turn, and it ends up under the other hand, wrist on wrist. It's going to look like this. So square to here, this hand comes straight out with the body 45. Okay, just inside, maybe the wrist is about lined up with the knee, maybe a little bit more over as you turn. Okay, but you're making a nice plus, right? A nice cross over here. And then you breathe in and start to grab. And as you exhale, you squeeze the inside hand. And then as you're going to turn your body, you're going to move into this hand. So this hand will end up close to you, right? Shoulders down. The other hand, as you turn your waist, will push forward and rise. So cover, you start breathing in to start grabbing, and then exhale and squeeze, and this hand will rise. Right about to the throat. You aim for the throat. And if you extend your hand, there's a natural rise, right?
Randy, can you backtrack and repeat a little bit?
Oh yeah, sure. So from here?
From the parry, yeah.
From the parry, okay.
Yeah.
So let's see, we did, trying to remember this. Okay, so we scooped from here, right?
Yes.
And then as you turn the hands, so it's like this. I try to bend down so you can see it.
Okay.
Right? It has to track, and then it's going
Right.
to turn, and then it has to track
Uh-huh.
all the way, right? Then
Okay.
okay, then from here,
Right.
I'm going to turn 45, and this hand's going to flip over like flipping over a pancake.
Okay.
So as I'm turning,
Uh-huh.
right, when I'm square,
Okay.
this hand is actually 45 degrees out. So as
Okay.
I turn my waist, then
Uh-huh.
it's square this way. Right? So,
Alright.
so if I'm this way, it's 45.
Mhm.
As I flip it over, if I'm facing you square, my hand is actually outwards. And when I turn a little bit more, then it's straight here. Okay? And then it goes under the other hand. So it goes
Oh,
under,
okay.
yeah.
I
So
see.
here, right, it flips
Yeah.
over, but it
Uh-huh.
goes underneath from here.
Ah,
Okay, and then wrist, wrist on wrist. Right, wrist on wrist. And both hands are free. Right, so it's wrist, so you don't want to lock the hand, right? A little bit more so that both hands can just kind of flop around if you wanted to. Okay?
okay.
And then breathe in and start to grab. Make a loose
Uh-huh.
fist. And as you exhale, turn back to the front. And the top hand is going to kind of saw over the bottom hand. Okay? So you feel,
okay.
yeah. Let it touch, a light touch, just a light vibration. So here. And as you push the hand out, let it rise. Just let it naturally
Or go
rise.
Straight.
Yeah,
forward.
straight for the center. So you have to
Okay.
turn the waist,
Uh-huh.
right? As I turn my waist to push the hand out. And then you just naturally let it rise up to the throat. Yeah. Yeah, my teacher would go open hand. And the ridge of the hand, right, would catch here. And if you're a guy and have if you have an Adam's apple nowadays, right? Well, whoever or whatever you are, if you have an Adam's apple, the ridge of the hand, he would just let the ridge of the hand push the Adam's apple in, right? And he would just turn and shove that hand out. So it's the same kind of movement. So in the set, right, it's a fist, but could be anything. Yeah, could be anything. Anyway, let it turn, and then this hand. So this hand, as I'm turning, it tucks in. So as I turn, I let it fold in to my body. Yeah. It can even be against my body, gently just resting. So I can have a light contact over here, right, and drop the shoulder. And when you contact the body, you can, right, if your hand is floating away, right, everything kind of feels open and it's floating, but if you rest the hand on your body, you can feel like, oh, everything kind of settles and a little bit more solid, right? And that's what you want. You want that centered feeling. So as I'm turning, right, this hand is rising, but this hand is against the body, right? Yeah. Let it come out. So you try that, right? You leave this hand away and you can feel, oh, it's open, but touching the body, oh, everything centers. Yeah. So especially if we're walking, right, we need that solidity, that anchored feeling. So if both hands are up floating, oh, that's where the fall's going to come. But if you drop the elbows and you feel this hand against the body, it'll help to center you and drop your weight down. Yeah. Even if the other hand is reaching for something. So anyway, so it comes out here, right? And then you turn back. So you're turning and then you turn back. So when you turn back, then that hand comes out and wrist on wrist. Wrist on wrist. And then just drop the shoulder and elbows and expand, right? So just expand out, large bubble, and then gather, like you're gathering up something, and compress at the lower dantian. And then you turn the palms forward, turn the palms while you lift the sternum. And again, when you lift the sternum, it's naturally going to, by allowing the body to swing, it'll bring the arms naturally forward, and then you just carry through with that momentum. There's that seated palm. And then let that seated palm go a little bit while the hands expand, and bring it back to the heart, and then open and close. Yeah, you see on just that one movement how much detail there is. And then if we were talking about application, we'd really have to clean up all that detail, because in application the mechanics become really precise. You want to make it that much more efficient. But for the health, we want a little bit more movement, a little bit more circular, just that lighter, and we're not worried about the other person. And ironically, if you can open up your heart and smile and just project that, that's self-defense too. Because you're not, somebody wants to attack you. And when you open the heart and you're just open and smiling, there's nothing to attack you. People, perpetrators who plan, not just crazy and going off like some of the things in the news, but even them, they're trying to get a rise out of you, right? Because they need you to resist. So they're trying to get you angry, scared, locked, right? And then those are the ones that turn it around, right? Hey, he was yelling at me, she was attacking me, right? Where in reality, you're self-defense. You are protecting yourself. But because they were loud, right? They create the illusion and they try to turn it around. But if you're up and smiling and open and acknowledging them, then they're not quite sure, because they don't feel anything. And if you're not resisting, if you're not providing resistance, then you're not feeding their anger too. Right? So if anything, they might have to try even harder. But they're just expelling energy and they're locking themselves up. So yeah, it's in a hidden, subtle, secret way, right? By opening yourself up like that, that's the best self-defense. And you still be aware and you still walk away. Yeah. Not the easiest thing to practice, so you have to practice it while you walk around the mall and things, and just give that little smile to people, right? And then move on from there. Yeah. And then practice that in your heart. Yeah. And then just polish that up. Practice it when you drive. That's okay, we'll let it go. Oh, you cut me off again. That's okay. That's okay. Back off, right? Think that way. So a lot of opportunity to practice these things all day long, yeah. And then as we practice, they'll relieve the pressure from our heart. That's the health, right? That's the reversal. And then that reminder, like, yeah, not worth it. Why am I doing that? They don't even know you're mad at them, right? Yeah. The other guy, the guy just cut me off and he's weaving in and I finally passed him and I looked to see, this is an old guy, young guy, who is this person, right, driving like this? And they know you're looking. I just looked over real fast and his head snapped. And he's like, why are you staring at me? And then he moved all the way to the outside lane. And then after that, I just let it go. I tried to let it go. Took a little while, but yeah, not worth it. Yeah, the distraction would get me in trouble. Yeah. So anyway, that has a lot of detail in there. I think my video is working, so you can review this later. Let's see. So the peri. And then the next section is we repeat the brush knee, but that turns into the leisurely tying the coat. So leisurely tying the coat from here, right? You turn into the upper and you let the bottom hand circle up. So this hand sweeps and then as you turn, it just circles up, right? And the other hand has to come down. So leisurely tying the coat, you really practice turning. Right? So you come out, lift the sternum and then fold into the upper. This hand circles up, this hand gets out of the way and then turn back to the front. And same time, flatten the palms. Drop the shoulders and elbows. It starts to tuck in, right? So from here, it starts to tuck in a little. And then you wipe down. As you wipe down, you turn. Drop the shoulder and elbow. And then the fingertips starts to connect with the wrist, and it stays connected for a long time. Right? You're turning, tuck the elbow in. I can feel the elbow just against the body. Lift right under the chin, right close to you. Tracking your own center line up. So it comes up here. You can see this hand kind of curving like this as it's rising. And then push that palm out, lift the sternum, and then a big spiral over the tailbone. And you come here, drop the shoulder and elbow. As you come back, it's close to the body, height of the heart. And this palm wants to sweep out. Right? This palm wants to sweep out. And the backhand, same thing. Right? Right here, you drop and you sweep this palm out. So both palms are front. So like if Bon comes, right, just in that general thing, if she's like throwing stuff at my face, right, I want to sweep it out, right? I want to sweep it out, and then this hand wants to sweep it out, palms away from the body. So as I'm coming out, I'm swiveling both palms to the front, and then the open and close. Yeah. So these are just fast reviews, just fast little tips. And then the next section, fist under elbow, same thing, you turning, and then you're going to open just like the single whip, except that this hand drops. So you turn, and when you start opening, this hand drops. Okay? And then you have to turn the waist, and when you turn the waist, turn this palm like it's dialing something. Right? So the shoulders will come out really rounded. Right? You're really round here, and then when you turn back, straight fist up and down. So if I'm holding, right, if I'm holding something, right, it's not turned sideways, right, it's turned here and then here. So gently, like you're gently grabbing something, tuck the elbow in, and then you have to let the shoulders and elbows drop as you turn, so you can comfortably line up this elbow over the fist under elbow, right? You don't want to be awkward, so you have to turn and just relax everything. And then you turn again, and as you turn, this pushes out. So if I turn this way, right? As I turn, the fist comes out. And just like the other one where it naturally rises as you unfold, this one has a small little rise, and then it opens. Okay, so small little rise, it opens, and then you turn and it folds to here. And it has a lift and a drop. Yeah. So from here it rises and then it drops in place and come to the outside of your body. Right? This is the repulse monkey, and the repulse monkey is, the other hand is washing down. Right? So fist under elbow, turn, and then I turn, and then the other hand washes down, turn 45, and then we do the whole brush knee sequence, but we connect it. So from here, you keep on turning. As you turn, the palms turn, right? The palms turn, and one up and one down. So if you wanted to just do this movement over and over again, oh, it's a really nice drill. Right? Where you kind of neutral and then relax and then expand. And then relax a little bit, washing down and letting go, relax, and then expand fully, flow into the next move, and then relax, and then expand, and then turn, transition, repulse monkey, relax, and then expand, and just go back and forth in that circular motion, yeah? Or seated or standing. Okay? All right, and then I'm gonna just skip the last part, and that's a lot. Oh, see, we ran. Wow, we're 10:50 already. Yeah, we'll stop here. Can't give away all the secrets, right?
Yeah. Thanks. I liked it when you took apart, certain parts, and then you reviewed it. That was good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, just
I like that.
Yeah, at any point, at any point, just stop, or if we're doing the set and you say, oh, I want to review that, go ahead and stop and write it down. And then just come back and join us so that when we're done, you can say, oh, I wrote this down, this note, yeah. You know, we do this every week, so don't force yourself to finish it. Yeah. Or we can be old school and we can just do the set 3 times in a row. When we talk about the health, you know, part of what we're doing is we're running Qi throughout the whole body. And so if you, the longer you practice the form, the set, right, and the greater the chance you're flushing the entire body. So in the style, the first style I learned, the Yang style, the 108 movements, and they can vary from 103 to more than 108, depending on just how many repetitions. The purpose of doing the long form is to make sure that you flushed all the meridians, all the channels with Qi, right? You flush the whole body with Qi. Yeah. So if you do it shorter, just do it again. Yeah, if you have time. If you don't have time, that's okay. But take your time, relax, yeah, enjoy the movement. Okay, we'll take a break. Let's take a break. And if you want to stick around for the last 30, 40 minutes, maybe 35 minutes, 30 minutes, yeah. And if you have questions, write them down and come back and we can answer that. Otherwise we'll continue with the silk reeling. Yeah, the silk reeling and all of that. We'll continue reviewing the silk reeling. Okay. All right, let's take a short break. You can talk story.